I have the best time every place I go. I mean, I just go out. I found a great place called the Press that's in Claremont. They have an open mic. There's a folk music shop out there that I've never seen before. You know, it just started in 1910. They have Mycenaean bagpipes up on the wall. They have some of the most interesting instruments. They make instruments in there. The people are very creative and interesting. Get to Seattle. I pull into town there, and I see free concert in the park, and I got my bicycle down, rode up there, and whenever I have free time, boy, I spend it well.
How cool is that your job lets you see the world?
Oh man, it's just wonderful. I see people all the time. I pass all the time in RVs, and they're out there doing the same thing that I'm doing. I don't feel like the truck restricts me in any way. I went up when I was out in Denver. I went up and asked the people in the drive-in movie theater, do they mind a semi pulling in? And they said, well, go ahead. And I went in there and watched the drive-in movie while I had time off, and went to a state park down in Dallas, and they said, well, we can't let you in here. I said, why not? It's just a big RV. And they said, well, I guess you're right. Went in there and
wow,
had a great time.
How did you hear about CRST? You've only been here for a short time. How did you?
I called a couple of recruiters, looked on the internet.
What was that experience like?
What can I say? We have to deal with that. Our modern technology is really wonderful. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt, but all in all, it's really wonderful. The other night, after the Ravens played New England, I watched the game, and I went out and I sat down with my computer, and I thought, I wonder if there's anything on the computer about that game in 1958 that I remember my parents dragged an extension cord out back and hooked up a radio and cooked hot dogs on the grill and drank National Bow and cheered for the game. And they couldn't watch it on TV. It wasn't on TV. And I looked on the computer, and dang if they didn't have a thing on YouTube about it. So here, 55 years later, I could look back like a time machine and see a game that they couldn't see. They didn't even imagine you would ever see. Back then, if you missed a movie, you missed the movie. That was it.